Good morning, everyone. I just been sitting around here thinking, just sitting back, just wondering, So let me tell you something. We live in a time where everybody wants to feel special. They do. We live in that time right now. I see that everybody wants a title. Have y'all been seeing that all over the internet? How that a lot of people wants to have that title. Everybody wants to be called chosen. I hear that a lot. Everyone, I'm the chosen one. You the chosen ones. You're chosen ones. You have a lot of folks shouting that like that's something to be proud of. But let me tell you, it's not just about what I'm talking about. I have a story I need to tell you about a young man. But hold tight. Just hold tight. Some people scroll. A lot of you'll scroll on your phone for like 5 minutes or more. You'll hear it over and over, right? You're chosen. You're different. You set apart from others. Your talents are different. You knew when you was born you was chosen because things that you do when you was younger, type stuff. Baby, they just go on and on. That just be basically their struggles. And from what I found out, it's basically their struggles. It's not based on who you are. Everybody have a different story through their struggle, right? I'm pretty sure you have a story to tell. I'm pretty sure of it. And I get it. Let me tell you why I get it. Because deep down, people are searching for meaning. They're searching for identity. And that's a lot of us. We're looking for, saying, who are you? What made you be out here on this earth? A lot of you think that, right? Why are you here? What are you supposed to do? They're still searching for confirmation that their life matters the most or something. This is what I see off on the internet every day. But somewhere along the way, we all must stop telling the truth about what that actually means. But let me tell you, I'm here to tell you today what that really means. By today, you will understand what chosen actually means. Let me talk to you for a minute. Let me talk to you. See, because being chosen ain't what social media made it. No. Let me take you back for just a little second. Let me tell you my story. It's not gonna be that small. Not a second. But let me rewind it a little bit back for you about this young man that I know. You know what I'm saying? See, there was a young man. No spotlight, no followers, not recognition at all, nothing. Nobody came to him, Just trying to figure life out. He just trying to figure life out. How does this social media platforms work? He was just trying to figure it out, right? He saw people winning online, talking about, when I say winning, like they getting a lot of views, they getting a lot of people liking, sharing their content, and so forth and so on, right? He saw people claiming their purpose. That's what they was born to do. This is what these people that you see on social media, that's what they born to do. But see, a lot of people, they'll be trolling that person, or they'll sit there, they want to hate on that person, or They just got everybody just loved their charisma, their style, their way, who they are. It's not even about. But anyway, like I said, he saw people winning online. He saw people claiming their purpose. He saw people saying, "I'm chosen." He's seeing it. He's seeing it, right? He's seeing a lot of people saying that, right? I'm chosen. And something inside him said, maybe that's me too. Maybe that's him. So he started calling himself Chosen. Started posting like, you know what I'm saying? He had it all figured out, right? He had it all figured out, right? He started speaking like he was already elevated, like he just done grew his channel, like everything he did, he felt like, okay, he already has accomplished all this, right? All these things, right? But behind closed doors, he was confused, he was lost, still battling doubt, still battling like old habits. He was still battling discipline. See, that's the biggest part right there, discipline on whatever you do. Some of you gotta discipline yourself in order for you to elevate. And what I mean by that, you have to change your old habits. You got to get rid of those things. And then that's the way how you discipline yourself from doing those type of things. You know, whatever that's coming to your mind and you knowing it's not the right thing to be doing. So let me go on and finish telling the story. So one night, everything changed, right? Everything changed for him. He hit a low point. No applause, no commitments, no validations, just silence. Just silence, like crickets. It was nothing. You couldn't hear nothing, not even the birds chirping like what you hear now. But anyway, let me go on and get back into the story, right? And I'm talking about all the silence that was, right? Okay. And in that silence, he realized something heavy. He didn't want to be chosen for the work. He didn't want to be chosen for the word. It's getting interesting. He wanted to be chosen for the recognition. The recognition. The likes, the shares, the comments. He want to be recognized for the recognition. He want the likes, the shares, the comments. Not even putting in for the work. And that realization, it broke him. Okay? Because now, he had to face the truth. He had to face the whole entire truth. Was he really about purpose, right? Was he really about purpose? Or was he just chasing a title? See, nobody tells you this part. When God chooses you, it doesn't start by elevating. Now listen what I just said to you. You need to take this now. See, nobody tells you this part. When God chooses you, he doesn't start by elevating you. Hello? He starts by like this. This is what he starts by. Stripping you. What that means, stripping you? Stripping your ego. Stripping your distractions. Stripping you, the version of you that wants applause more than the assignment. You see, because you can't carry purpose with the pride on your back. Hello? Did you hear what I just said? Let me say that again. You can't carry purpose with pride on your back. That young man right there had to go through seasons nobody claps for. You see, by him waking up early when nobody's watching. That's right there. Working on himself when nobody's praising. See? Listen. Cutting off things that felt good but wasn't good for him. See, that's what I was saying. You got to discipline yourself. Listen, you got to discipline yourself in order for you to accomplish yourself until you're with the goals that you or the person that you want to be. You got to discipline yourself. No audience, no spotlight, right? Just work. And that's when it hit him. That's when it all hit him, right? Being chosen isn't about being seen. It's about being sent. Hello? Sent to grow. Sent to serve. Sent to stand strong when it would be easier to fold. And the crazy part, most people don't want the version of chosen. They don't want that. They want the highlight reel. Not the hidden work. Not the hidden work. You know who they are. Y'all all know who they are. They out there. They all out there. They want the crown, but not the cross. You see, not even knowing what the purpose of them being here. A lot of those influencers, right? I get it though. I get it. Listen, but let me tell you this. Did you know Moses was chosen, but first he had to run? Did you know that? If anybody knew that, I know Moses had to run. Put that down in the comments. I know Moses had to run. Okay? We're not stopping right there. Y'all got homework just as well as I have homework. You should be working every day on your you know what I'm saying, not listen, but reading the Bible, studying the Bible every day. You shouldn't take my word for whatever I quotes out the Bible in some of these videos. Don't take my word for it. Then go study the Bible. That's the best thing I can give to you. Study it, flip it, learn it. Then you understand. You shall understand. Joseph was chosen, but first he had to was betrayed and locked up. Did you know that? Did you know that as well? Joseph was chosen, but first he was betrayed and locked up. Okay? You know a lot of y'all read the Bible, y'all know these things. David was chosen, but first he was overlooked and sent back to the field. Even Jesus, Jesus himself was chosen and still carried suffering. Right? Am I right, I say? Like my brother Geno Jennings. Am I right, I say? So who told you being chosen meant easy, huh? Who told you that? No. No. Being chosen means responsibilities. It means when everybody else quits, you stay consistent. When everybody else folds, you stand firm. You chase alignments. When everybody else chases attention, you chase alignments. And that young man, right there, he stopped saying, I'm chosen. And started asking,
started knocking, started seeking. Am I doing the work? Because titles don't transform you. Work does. Discipline does. Obedience does. And slowly, things started to shift. Things started to shift, hello? Huh? Not overnight, not instantly, but steadily. He became more focused, more grounded, more real. And the more he grew, the less he needed to announce it. Because real purpose doesn't need validation. Let me talk to you for just 1 second. Let me tell you something directly for a second. If you've been calling yourself chosen, that's not the question anymore. The real question is, are you committed? Are you disciplined? Are you willing to serve when nobody sees you? Are you willing to go through the fire without knowing who's watching? Because that's where real transformation happens. See, not in the comments, not in the likes, but in the quiet where nobody celebrates. Everybody wants to be chosen. Everybody. Until it's time for us to sacrifice. Everybody wants purpose. Everybody. Until it requires pressure. Everybody wants greatness. Everybody. Don't they? Everybody. Until it demands growth. Right? Right? But let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing. God doesn't choose you to be worshipped. He chooses you to work. That's the whole purpose. That is the whole purpose. He chooses you to work. If you don't work, you don't eat. But a lot of people don't get that. They don't know the meaning of that. It doesn't choose you to stand above people. It chooses you to lift people. He doesn't choose you to comfort. Yeah? He doesn't choose you for comfort. God doesn't do that. He chooses you to lift people. He chooses you to chooses you for calling. Hello? Calling. So stop chasing the title and start walking in the assignment. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who calls you chosen. It's about whether your life reflects it. That young man right there, that's when he discovered. He realized something powerful. He didn't need to tell the world he was chosen. He didn't. He really didn't. His work would speak. You know, the work would speak. His growth would show. His consistency would prove it. It would damn right just prove it. So if you feel called, good. But understand, that comes with that. It comes with sacrifice. It comes with discipline. It comes with responsibilities. And if you're ready for that, talking about you ready for that? Then don't just say you're chosen. Live like you are. We'll see you on the next time of Fuel the Fire Reactions TV.